Good morning, everybody. Welcome into a brand new week. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy. Today is Monday, the 10th of July 2023, and this is your morning message tarot reading. So, we have some astrology for this new week. We have the moon in Aries forming a square to the sun. It's the waning half moon. The moon is also going to form a conjunction to Chiron in Aries, a trine to Venus in Leo, and then a square to Pluto in Capricorn. We also have Mercury in Cancer making a trine to Neptune in Pisces, and then an opposition to Pluto in Capricorn, and Mars enters Virgo. So we're going back into the dark half of the month with the waning half moon, but the astrology is really about heart healing, helps us to transform ourselves and to evolve and grow. We're dissolving and transforming old ways of thinking, and we're wanting to get active and physical in the body, looking at our routines, looking at sort of our diet, our exercise routines, our daily devotions. What are we doing? How are we looking after our physical body? Okay, see if I can see through there. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so let's do some cards for today. It's Monday, so we're going to have the Mystic Mondays tarot, and let's have some Work Your Light cards. So let's see, what do we need to know? What do we need to know for today, Monday, the 10th of July, 2023? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Just one more. Let's see. So let's see, where are we at the bottom? Boundaries. Oh yes, we're still on the theme of boundaries. So where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? I think it's calling you to get better boundaries. And then we have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, so there's a lot today about answering your call. Answer your call. What is your soul calling you to do? And Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Have you stood up for yourself and in your power? And part of being in your power is having good boundaries. Okay, in fact, that's the foundation of being in your power, is having good boundaries. Yeah, it's got a little red hot cheek there. I don't know what's going on there. It feels very hot. A mini little flush just in one cheek. Looks like it's stomach meridian. Maybe I need a bit of grounding. Always need a bit of grounding. Okay, so let's see. What do we got? What do the cards want to tell us to add to this story? So what do we need to know for Monday, the 10th of July 2023? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and our greatest good? What do we need to know? Oops. What do we need to know? Where would we... Oh, look at that. Sword of Truth. Ace of Swords. Right up the crown chakra. Okay, so the message I'm getting for this is the Oracle cards. Ain't that the truth? Your boundaries. It's the foundation of everything. If you haven't got good boundaries, then it's really impossible to be in your power. Okay. Going into the past, we've got the Nine of Wands. It's more about boundaries as well there. Below us we've got the King of Pentacles. Above us we've got the King of Wands. Oh, we're grounded and fired up with the two kings. We've got the Knight of Wands there as well. We've got the Princess of Wands. Oh, can we get a full house and get the Queen coming out as well? We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it is all about standing in your power. We've got the Two of Wands there with the Five of Wands, and we'll have the Emperor and the Chariot. And I'm just seeing, oh, we've got the Princess of Pentacles and the Hanged Woman and the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups and the Empress. We could just keep going. Right, we're going Seven of Wands as well. Okay, so we've got a lot going on in the subconscious as per. There seems to be a lot of stuff going on just in the subconscious, just out of sight. It's all happening below the surface, and we're not always able to see it yet. Okay, and this is where change happens, first of all, before we see it, you know, out there in our face, in consciousness, out in the world. It bubbles away for a long time in our subconscious. Okay, and that's a bit like, you know, in illness. That sort of first enters sort of into the energy fields around us. Okay, and if we're tuned in, if we're aware, we can deal with things when they're still on an energetic vibration. If we don't, then it starts sort of coming in closer and then into the body, and then sort of when it gets into the body, then we have physical symptoms. It's there. Okay, but you know, if we can work with it on an energetic level, see it off at the pass. It's a message that just popped into my head. You know, take action, see to it before it gets to us. Boundaries. It's all about the boundaries. Okay, so anyway, back to the reading one. Okay, so where we find ourselves, the Ace of Swords, the truth, the divine gift of seeing the truth, the Ace of Swords, holding up that shiny metal sword and seeing your reflection in the blade. Okay, there's no hiding. Okay, which you might have been doing. Nine of Wands going into the past, you might have actually been hiding from yourself, putting up boundaries, but not in a positive sense. But in, for me, with the Nine of Wands, it's boundaries that are to cover up your vulnerabilities, to not let people really see you. When you have good boundaries, you can still let people see you. You just don't let them affect you. In the Nine of Wands, it's the more of a, I always get a sense of it's more of a hiding than having healthy boundaries. The foundation below us and the message from Spirit but above us, we've got the two kings, the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And what I'm getting is sort of that energy of Mars going into Virgo, that sort of grounded and in our physicality and our bodies, and connected and attuned in and sensing and knowing and looking after our bodies, but also having that fire of passion and intention and that sense of self as well. The King of in fact, all the kings have their sense of selves. You know, they've got to the top. Okay, they're the active expression of their elements. Okay, they understand their element and they go out into the world with it. It's interesting, we've got the Emperor and the Empress here today, which is good. So yeah, it's being grounded, but sort of in your power as well. And that gives us a sense of intensity and focus on what we want to do. When we know who we are, we're able to go out into the world in our power, answering our call, being the warrior woman, having firm boundaries. So yeah, it's it's bringing this all together, bringing it in, being in your power, taking down your defences, and then being able to step out into the world. The clarifiers, we've got the Princess of Wands, new inspiration coming in, that actually sparks our direction. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so a new opportunity coming in. It's fated. We've seen the truth. we've taken remedial action. We're doing what we need to do. We're grounded and inspired. We're in our power. We're being inspired to take a new direction, and it creates something tangible in our life that is fated and destined for us. Woohoo! Go us this week. So in the subconscious, what's just out of the way, we can't see it, and it's like, ooh, we just have a sense of it. We've got the Two of Wands, so we're looking at the potentials, the opportunities, and the possibilities in our lives, and it excites us, and it's like, oh yeah, we're getting fired up. It won't all be easy work because we've got the Five of Wands here, a bit of competition. Other people might not like it, might try to cause us a bit of strife and a bit of struggle and a bit of naysaying, a bit of naysaying. We could also find ourselves, the small stuff coming up, and my message with the Five of Wands is always, don't sweat the small stuff. Just let it flow over your head and come back to your centre, come back to your self-mastery, your power, your divine masculine, okay, because that is what carries you forward. There's lots of masculine energy of going in the direction, going out, riding to victory, under your own steam and things like that. With the Princess of Pentacles, so maybe a bit of patience, maybe a bit of slowing down. We've got some more Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here come out as well. Bit of patience might need to be employed. Slow down a little bit so you don't make any mistakes. But with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, definitely seeing a new opportunity open. Maybe something that you hadn't thought about before, and it may encourage you to look at things from a different perspective. Okay, this could also be slowing down as well, because it's in between the Princess of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Patience, take your time, look at everything from every different angle, make sure it is what you think it is. You don't want to rush out there foolhardily and trip yourself up, make mistakes, go in the wrong direction. Okay, so just check it in, make sure everything's okay. Because then we have the Queen of Cups, she who scries, she who is in tune with her intuition and her sense of knowing, reads the oracles, receives the silent messages. Okay, this is what happens when we slow down. We're able to tune in and listen and hear, so we can avoid any pitfalls because we sense them coming through the ether before we get to them. Tune into your divine feminine as well. Balance it with your divine masculine. It's okay being a go-getter, racing out into the world, but we need the feminine energy as well. We need the divine feminine skills and talents and abilities to balance that sort of divine masculine, and unify those two energies together within us. Okay, with all this going on, you may find you be called, your boundaries are called in. Okay, with the Five of Wands here as well, there could be some people around you that actually don't like seeing you take your power back and striding ahead in your life, But again, when you've got good boundaries, you know, you're not bothered by them. And, you know, you're more than content and happy just to go in your own direction. So, comes back to the beginning, the last card, the first card, boundaries. That's your message for today. If you don't remember anything else around this reading, just remember boundaries. Okay, so that's your reading for today, Monday the 10th of July, 2023. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you and with you. If it did, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Help me grow this channel so we can get the message out to more people that could benefit from it. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications so you don't miss any of my readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful Monday, and until next time, till tomorrow, thank you for watching. And now we're not going to stop. Come on, you. I'll just get up and do it.